Hello everyone. Let's call out an uncomfortable habit which is plaguing Indian professionals and leaders. Making your ambition smaller than it is, just to blend in, avoid criticism and fit the modest mold. And if you keep apologizing for wanting more, dreaming big, or speaking your aspirations out loud, please understand you're not humble. You are handicapping your own future. On Manager Unfiltered this week, we are going to drag ambition out of the shadows and force you to face why shrinking it is the riskiest thing you can do for your life and for your work. Let's get painfully real. How often do you downplay your goals so that others are not uncomfortable? And how many times have you refused credit, shrunk your voice in meetings, or avoided big projects just to stay safe in the herd? This, oh, I'm just like everyone else, posture is not protection, it is self betrayal. In India, especially, ambitious professionals are labeled arrogant, or too much, or even ungrateful. But you need to decide, do you want acceptance or do you want impact? If you play small to soothe others, you will only live with regret, not gratitude. I know the pull of shrinking. Earlier in my career, every time I stood up for a high stakes project or voice a bold idea, I used to get looks, oh ये बंदा कुछ ज़्यादा ही दिखना चाह रहा है. I began to apologizing for my ambition, even joke about it, just to soften the impact. But all it did was signal to myself and others that I was not serious. Growth truly started when I stopped fake modesty, when I began saying, yes, I want more responsibility, exposure, challenge. And I needed real allies and critics. And all of that appeared. And honestly, it's not about being shameless, it's about being honest with yourself and to the world. So here's the brutal truth: ambition only turns toxic when you step on others, ignore feedback, or stop delivering value. However, real ambition is about owning your goals, sharing them transparently, and inviting others to challenge and help you, not fearing their judgment or resentment. The leaders who grow are not bashful. They are proud of aiming high, but just as eager to learn, uplift others, and own their mistakes. And you can both be hungry and humble, but never apologetic. So here's your unfiltered challenge for the week. Write down your real professional ambition and no sugarcoating, no dumbing down for others' comfort. Share it with a peer or a boss, not to boast, but to invite accountability and feedback. This is my goal. I want to get there with integrity. Can you help, advise, or challenge me? Ask this question. And in your next meeting, volunteer for a project or input that actually scares you. And if you catch yourself making a self deprecating joke about your drive or goals, stop. Sit with the discomfort and allow yourself to own it out loud. Remember, ambition is not ego, it's energy for your journey. Shrinking serves no one, not your team, not your family, and not your future. Playing small so others are not threatened might keep you off the gossip radar, but it also keeps you off the shortlist for real change. It's time to stop apologizing for wanting more. Big dreams, voice, and pursued with humility and discipline are what lift everyone around you, and yes, even the critics. So comment below, what's the bold ambition you are done downplaying? And who needs a push to stop hiding in safe humility and start aiming higher? Tag them and tag yourself. Manager Unfiltered is here to remind you the world is run by those brave enough to want and try and fail in public, but unapologetically. So, see you next week with another push to own your power and your path. Manager Unfiltered.